Haha.
You have choices?
Yeah. Now that it's paid, it
No,
says
now that we're paying.
you can record to the cloud or you can record to your computer. And I was like, ooh, how much cloud storage do we have? Not enough for as long as we talk.
Not enough.
Brandon.
Sir.
Are you familiar with the concept of fighting without fighting?
You mean like arguing?
No. Just have you heard of that term before? Fighting without fighting.
No.
It's a Bruce Lee quote that is from Enter the Dragon. And it's early in the movie where he basically, this guy who's really cocky says like, what's your style? And Bruce Lee says, my style, you could call it the art of fighting without fighting. And then the guy's like, show me some. And Bruce Lee is like, all right, how about we go over to that island and then we can practice on the beach. So the guy gets on the boat, the lifeboat, and Bruce Lee lets out all the rope. And so he's like in the waves by himself and he's like, hey. And so he gives the rope to like the guys that this guy's been torturing and they like make him wet. Anyway, this has nothing to do with anything, but do you recall the People's Convoy, Brandon?
Yes.
When last we spoke, I informed you that the People's Convoy was going to return to our hallowed shores of the DMV.
Well, they were heading back to Gaithersburg, if memory serves.
They're headed back to the Hagerstown Speedway.
There it is. That's what it was.
Apparently, the Beltway has mastered the art of fighting without fighting because the People's Convoy dissolved before they could even get down 270 down to the Beltway. They never made it. And I don't know what the exact order of events that occurred, but like the participants started getting agitated with the organizers because there was some money that was collected that was not redistributed. They did not redistribute the wealth.
Shocking. We've talked about this, how weirdly strong bullheaded Republican types don't seem to understand how socialism works.
Yeah.
Shocking.
At one point, the organizers barricaded themselves in a luxury caravan, which is like one of those luxury trailers.
Okay, like a big RV.
Like a big RV.
Okay.
And they called the cops on the participants because the participants were threatening to break down the door and attack them. Meanwhile, the participants were trying to get the cops to arrest the organizers for
stealing money, for
fraud. And the Hagerstown Speedway was like, I ain't having any of this bullshit. So they got ejected from the Speedway. And at one point, like the lead organizer declared victory and said that the convoy's purpose is complete, mission accomplished. We're all going home. So
sounds good. Throw up a banner. Let's do this thing.
So they pulled a GW. Like,
you know what? Yeah. I mean, if GW taught me anything, that means that in conservatively 20 years time, the person who runs the fucking convoy will openly state when trying to make a speech about somebody else committing an injustice for everybody else that it may have been their injustice, as well. And it makes them excuse like they're 70 years old.
75. That's fine.
75. Yeah, right. Yeah, because clearly that's a fucking excuse for a war crime. Anyway,
God.
Fuck these guys. Yeah. Fuck all of them. Yeah. I hope they end up crashing their cars into a ditch on the way home. I hope no one finds them. Fuck all of these people. I don't care for any of them. They're all useless.
Yes. Some of them have rebranded themselves the 1776 Restoration Movement.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
What the actual fuck does that mean?
I
like, other than being a bunch of goddamn weird ass patriot bullshit ass buzzwords, what the actual factual fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
That what? You're taking the country? That you're fighting against the British? That you're forming a new and even more perfect union? Fucking show your work, you cucks.
They want a more America.
Fuck, Jesus Christ! Just go to Florida.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Just go to Florida. Just go to Florida. You know what would be easier? You know what would actually factually be easier? If they just went to Florida, went along the Florida-Georgia line, and quite literally just started jackhammering the earth and broke Florida free from our more perfect nation. Yeah. And then set that bitch adrift and called it America 2 Electric Boogaloo.
There's the old Bugs Bunny clip where he's sawing Florida. Like back then they knew.
That guy was racist and he still gets it.
Back then they knew.
That rabbit was racist as fuck and he still gets it.
Yeah. Fucking shit. Also, the thing you mentioned before about GW, I had forgotten the visceral hatred I had for that entire administration.
I didn't.
And I only forgot because of everything that happened since.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pops up again and I was like, oh, okay. And then I found out the context and I was like, yeah.
Right. Because the last time we had seen him the last couple of times, he was hanging out with the fucking Obamas. Yeah. And like Michelle's giving him like, pocket hard toffees and shit like that.
Yeah,
he's like, I used in prison. And like,
here's the Werther's, bitch.
Yeah, right. And like, oh, look, the president's having trouble opening a hard candy.
Yeah.
And Mrs. Great Biceps is helping him out. Look at this kind of unity going on across the bench. Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. His dad, who was also a war criminal, is fucking dead. Let's all be real sad about that. I wasn't.
Yeah. I wasn't either. And that just made me sad because like,
she shouldn't be handing out a war criminal pocket toffees?
That too, but being reminded of his jabroni ass brought all that shit, like the Patriot Act bullshit, all this stuff coming back. And it was just like...
Right. And I remember hearing a bunch of people be like, bet you wish he was back. Fuck you too.
Nuh-uh.
Fuck you too.
Nuh-uh. I did not like him then. I do not like him now. I don't think he should have been there in the first fuck place. And I have no kind words. No kind words. No kind words. So like, I don't know. And if you told me back then what the fuck is going on right now, I would have been like, no. This is some 24 shit. You've been watching too much Jack Bauer. That makes no fucking sense. There is no way. You are a bad scriptwriter. And then it happened. And I was like,
maybe you're not a bad scriptwriter.
Maybe you're not a bad, maybe you're not a bad scriptwriter.
Maybe I just refuse to believe the worst of us.
I feel like every single project that comes across someone's desk should just be greenlit because like it can't get any weirder than what's happening now.
I don't think that's the lesson to be learned here. Just gonna throw that out there. I don't think that is the takeaway from the former president admitting to war crimes and that his war was senseless and equating to Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine. I don't think you greenlighting every bad project is the takeaway from this.
Just make all the shitty movies.
Just a thought. Like, I don't think that is the takeaway.
But Brandon, we need more shitty movies.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No.
But Brandon, Avatar.
No, Jade, seriously,
Avatar
not enough people work in the movie industry to be able to justify that sort of government subsidy. Like they just don't.
But Brandon, we're gonna get like 8 more Avatar movies.
No,
the blue people. The blue people. Unless
we actually factually remake Ferngully, fucking stop it. Stop it.
But Jake Sully and his family, this is their
You are the only person who knows any of the characters' names from that movie. I think they're called the Navi. I remember they fuck with their hair. And I remember also that's how they rode a horse, which made me really question what they were doing when they rode a horse. I want no part of any of this shit. I'm sure it looks super cool. I've been to Disney and seen the floating bullshit. It's rad looking. You had an opportunity. You then decided to fuck off and dive off into the ocean in a fucking submarine. You can't write a sex scene for shit. And for some reason, I'm supposed to trust the guy who can't figure out the fucking geometrics of a door in the middle of the goddamn Atlantic is supposed to teach me about a whole new subset cultures, something. No. The only thing James Cameron has the rights to do at this point is to take the Avatar, the Airbender series and create an entire documentary series like Blue Planet about all the cool fucking mashed together animals. We've talked about it before, but I want the weird, like, bear duck looking things and all the mashup animals and shit like that. Use all of that to create the greatest IMAX experience ever, where we go riding down a river rapid ride where we get to see all the cool animals from the Avatar universe. That would be up close and personal, and we check it out, and then we end up teaching a very valuable lesson about no matter how cool bears look, and even if they have duck bills, they're still bears, and we all end up watching a remake of the bear guy, the one who dies, who bonds with his bear, and then that bear fucking eats him. Yeah. Because we need to teach children that the wilderness is dangerous, and you can't just walk up to a wild animal with a fucking handy snack and expect to survive.
He's my friend. He's a bear.
He's a bear.
He's the bear.
You are not a bear.
You're less than a bear.
Yes. Yes, you are less than a bear.
Less than a bear.
Less than a bear. Yes.
Big triangle. Less than a bear.
You are less than a bear.
Less than a bear.
Right.
So
James Cameron presents Avatar: The Last Airbender. Slugline, you are less than a bear.
I always thought that they should have done, when DVDs were a thing and they had extras and stuff like that. Like, I always thought that he should have done just a feature about the creatures on Pandora or Pandora's moon or whatever.
Right.
With like a David Attenborough style voiceover.
Right. But they're not going to, because that would require follow through and thought. And that guy sucks. He sucks. He's boring and he sucks.
Yeah.
What did he do? Titanic?
Aliens.
And T2?
Aliens.
No, H.R. Geiger did Aliens.
No, but he didn't direct. Geiger didn't direct it.
Geiger created all of the cool shit that he ended up doing.
Yeah. But Cameron directed the second one.
Everybody else creates a real whole cool lot of shit. And then he ends up doing a haphazard version of it. And then all the other cool shit ends up falling. You know what was cooler than Alien? All of the badass toys with all the sub-aliens that we could have seen, but instead we are fucking dealing with his bullshit ass poor storytelling.
Yeah. It's funny how like Avatar has disappeared from collective knowledge until now.
It had no name a plot point in Avatar.
Unobtainium.
That's not a plot point. That's a product. Name a plot point. Guy doesn't want to leave and wants to fuck some woodland creature.
Ripley was in it, and then she died.
Right. Which proves to me that Cameron's also unoriginal because he can't cast different people.
Yeah. What
all the fucking Hollywood and all that fucking budget and everything else like that, and he cast what's his name, Sam Worthington.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ! You can't do better than that.
And they forced him to do a bad American accent. So like, ugh.
Why? Fuck.
Michelle Rodriguez was in it.
Yeah, wasn't it Zoe Saldana in that as well?
Zoe Saldana was the Blue lady.
She's great in everything. I have no heat
what was
on
her name? I don't remember her
That's
name.
what I'm talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Tell me Gamora's name. Tell me Gamora's name.
Fuck.
You got just as much screen time. I'd argue that how long fucking Avatar was, you got more of her than you did Gamora in any of the fucking Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And you remember Gamora, you don't fucking remember her name.
God damn it.
Yeah. Because it was poorly written and poorly executed.
It's not even
close. Not even
in my
honestly,
brain.
You couldn't Google it fast enough.
It is not in my brain.
No, it's not.
And we're gonna get 8 more of these motherfuckers.
No, we're not. No, we're not. No, we're not. No. Because they already greenlit what? 2 of them? 2 of them are definitely happening.
Yeah, the water one that they're playing trailers for.
Right. And then what? Another air one? A land one?
I don't know, man.
A fire one? Is there a fire one? Are there red Na'vi?
The red Na'vi. Let's see. Avatar, James Cameron. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. Avatar: Way of the Water and Avatar 3 have completed principal filming.
3.
Avatar 3.
Avatar: Way of the Water. Clearly, Waterworld. Okay, fine.
I want a kid to slap Sam Worthington in the face.
I want Kevin Costner to play a Na'vi and to talk about how he got thrown out of his tribe for having sex with the wife of the longest running Na'vi on their professional sports team. I want to combine my 2 great tastes and taste great together and combine Kevin Costner, fucking Kelly Ripken with the weird hair thing together. And that's why all of a sudden he's got gills now and he's peeing into a Mr. Coffee filter. So this way he can survive and look for fresh water.
If they gave that to you, would you watch that movie?
Yes. It'd be fucking terrible, though. Honestly, genuinely, if they shot for shot remade The Postman, only everyone's fucking 9 feet tall and blue, I, A, wouldn't know the difference. B, still couldn't name any cast or characters other than Kevin Costner. And C, would still end up letting it go into the Walmart fucking $5.99 DVD bin because I'm not watching that shit more than once. You get my $16.50 the once, that's it, and then I'm done. I'm done. I still don't own Avatar on anything. I didn't even steal Avatar when the Pirate Bay was still a thing. Yeah. That's how little interest I had in Avatar. I didn't even want to take it.
It's on Disney Plus now for some reason.
Sure, of course it is. Ask me how many times I watched it. Yeah, fucking none. I'd be willing to argue that is one of the least watched things on Disney Plus. Matter of fact, I'd be willing to bet everything in my wallet that there are more global watches of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang than there are of Avatar.
Yeah. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh.
Right. Because at least you're nostalgic about fucking Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Because you're like, the fucking girl with the rings. And no one's like, the fucking blue people with their fucking.
Yeah.
Like, no one.
Bedknobs and Broomsticks is way more entertaining.
Right.
Plus Angela Lansbury.
Right. I'd argue that the total number of views of Hocus Pocus are easily 3 to 5 times more than the total global views of Avatar. I'd argue that the total views of Hocus Pocus just on the East Coast are twice what they are of Avatar in the entirety of the United States.
Oh, yeah. I would believe that.
Yeah. I know enough spooky girls alone that watch Hocus Pocus more than they've watched Avatar 10 times over.
God, there's like when you have a sci-fi property and it goes for a long time and people like it, there's always discourse. There's shitty Star Trek discourse. There's shitty Star Wars discourse.
Where are the Serenity level fans for Avatar? Where are any of them clamoring for more Avatar? When have you ever been to a convention and had somebody go, I need more Avatar. I haven't gotten enough Avatar.
I've never seen a Na'vi cosplayer.
I have seen a Na'vi cosplay.
Oh.
More than once. But to be fair, I think that was strictly because they were a slender build and it looked like the morph suits you could buy with the pre-printed stuff on them. Okay. So realistically, you're very much not necessarily Amazoning or whatever it is, because they definitely put some time into the makeup. Like, I will not shit on cosplay. I cannot bring myself to do it. People put way too much effort into it. And even if I don't think it hits sometimes or I can't recognize it, doesn't mean that they didn't put the fucking work in. Credit where credit's due. I never want to show any disrespect that way.
Well, that's just, I've never seen one in person. I've
seen two. I've seen two. In all of the years that we did cons, I've seen two. And I was in a stationary place most of those conventions where people would come walking by. So I would see the lion's share of the cosplays at most cons that we would go to.
Yeah.
Just from people wandering about and then us going out to go get food or something like that, walking through the main areas with everybody who's got a fucking a weird Toonami level, Gundam wing, the death scythe with the fucking wingspan and all the bullshit and everything else like that. Yeah. Right. I remember Death Scythe. How many total minutes is Death Scythe in any fucking episodes of Gundam Wing?
Not very
many. And yet I remember that shit vividly.
Zoe Saldana has more screen time than Death Scythe and all of Gundam.
I'd argue the fucking horse has more screen time than fucking Death Scythe. And not a goddamn person is making any sort of fan art of that weird fucking horse.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Like I've never seen it on anyone's
where's the fucking fan art?
Instagrams or
where's the fan art?
ArtStation or DeviantArt. Like
how is there no fucking weird Clash of the Titans versus Avatar Sam art where Sam Worthington is making out with Sam Worthington? We didn't have any of that, did we? No,
I haven't, because
they're both fucking shit properties. They're both shit.
I haven't even seen the furry community embrace this.
Not a goddamn one of them. You know what I think the real problem is? It's Sam Worthington. That guy sucks. And I think, if memory serves, I think that guy has been over cancer twice. And I'm going to stand by my statement. Oh, no. Don't you do that. Don't you soft heart me now. We both agreed those movies suck. His health issues are his health issues. Have nothing to do with the movie. Now, if we find out James Cameron gave that guy cancer, then we get to be sad about it. But until I can prove that in the year of our Lord, 2012, James Cameron gave Sam Worthington cancer on the set of Avatar, I can't prove anything other than in the year while they were shooting Avatar on that green stage, that James Cameron was slowly slipping cancer into the sandwiches that Sam Worthington ate. So this way he knew that his bomb-ass movie would end up failing, but everyone would feel bad because Sam Worthington, I think, may have possibly gotten cancer. This is how conspiracy theories are started. I have no idea if Sam Worthington actually had cancer or...
Oh my god!
Hang on, let me find out if I'm at least right about the cancer thing. Vamp for me.
I have not. So I'm looking up his IMDb right now. Other than Terminator Salvation, I have not seen a goddamn thing he's been in. Oh, Wrath of the Titans. Was that did you watch that? I don't think.
Yeah, like I said, he was in the Clash of the Titans thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Mother's Cancer Battle.
He was in Cake.
No, you know what I'm confusing him with? The guy who was in God damn it, what is the fucking Spartacus?
Oh.
Not Sam Worthington.
Gerard Butler?
No.
Now we're just making shit up.
Spartacus, what the fuck was that? Cinemax?
He has not done a lot of high profile stuff.
Spartacus TV series. Who fucking played the main guy Spartacus in that? Who was that?
Paper Planes.
Andy Whitfield.
Andy
was Spartacus.
I don't know who that is. Hacksaw Ridge. Did you watch Hacksaw Ridge?
With Hacksaw Ridge was the one with Clint Eastwood?
No, it's directed by Mel Gibson. Never mind. It's
cool, great.
World War II movie.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm confusing Andy Whitfield and this guy. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Spartacus.
He's not even making a good enough impression for you to get the right person.
Yeah, right. I don't even remember the right fucking person. Yeah. Fuck Sam Worthington. He sucks. He didn't even get cancer. Fuck.
He's one of those people that just, it doesn't make an impression on you.
No, it doesn't. Like this is the thing. I almost felt bad. And the only reason I almost felt bad is because I almost thought he had cancer. That's the only reason I could care about Sam Worthington in anything. Ouch. Jesus Christ. Why are we making more of these fucking movies?
Well, we're not. Cameron is.
Yeah, but I pay for Disney Plus. I'm enabling this bullshit.
That's true. Someone somewhere must love these things. Like someone must. There's got to be the one person that loves this shit so much.
You know what I think it is? They invested so much in the theme park and so much in the back end of this, and so much in the like, hey, we're going to continue to make this part of the theme parks and part of this everything.
Yeah,
they're committed to this. This is one of those like, we're going to Disneyland. It's like, yeah, fuck yeah, we're going to Disney. It's going to happen. And then all of a sudden, like, you crash a car into like a bus full of nuns, but you already paid for the trip. So like, are you going to eat this thing?
Keep going.
or are you going to take the fucking nun murderer to fucking Epcot? Like, what are you doing?
How did he convince somebody that, how did he convince Disney World that this would be a thing? Because like when they started building that, Avatar was long gone and no one was talking about that shit.
Right. But it's very fucking cool looking. They've made a beautiful world.
Right. But how did
I can't take anything away from anyone who has created the sets and the animals and all the world. It's visually, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, but
it's always been pretty as fuck.
I want to know how he convinced Disney World that was a thing
isn't Avatar still like one of the highest grossing movies of all time?
It is, but
then that's
culturally, but culturally, it's nowhere.
Fuck culturally. They managed to create one of the highest grossing movies of all time, and you don't even remember any of the characters' names. They've done their job.
That's true.
You're not arguing about shit.
That's true.
No one is going into this one going, well, I don't really think it's appropriate, to have a lady in any sort of position of power. And I feel very questionable about certain if you know what I mean.
Maybe that's why, because there's no discussion about it.
There's no, right. Because you still like Star Wars is Star Wars. And you're going to get a ton of talk about that.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to go to the Avatar experience. What are you going to say? It's fucking gorgeous. It's very cool. Be like, you remember any of the characters? Nope. Did you make yourself a thing? Like what? I don't know.
Nope.
Some Avatar shit? I don't know. Are there dinosaurs? Nope. It's Universal. No, I don't know.
Because the human dropship in the Avatar is basically dropship from aliens. So like,
is it now? That's a fucking tie-in. If this has been a long play, we get to the fourth Avatar movie, and all of a sudden you see like Sam Worthington's character running through the fucking woods, and all of a sudden you hear that fucking predator clicking, and then the 3 laser beams show up, and then he runs, and that's it, and it's the only trailer you get. And
then what are they called? The architects, the big in the Aliens universe.
Cool. Yes. Yeah.
Whatever, the big white dudes come in.
The fourth Avatar movie needs to be called Avatar survive. And it's just the Na'vi running from the predators, hunting these motherfuckers down, just hunting them down.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Right. And then the Na'vi realize that the humans are their only hope to survive, and they have to embrace all the technology that they've been really mad about. So they have to start mounting cannons to their like their giant fern gully things, and then we get like a Dino Riders kind of mashup. See, and then they start fighting the aliens, and then the aliens start showing up because the predators have managed to turn the aliens into like a zombie horde sort of thing, where they release the xenomorphs onto an unsuspecting populace, and the xenomorphs go in and they cleave everything out, and then the predators go in and they hunt the xenomorphs because they're a lot of fucking fun to hunt, and then they go and they just pick up everything. You're like, Jesus Christ, everything could be totally useful, but it's all just fucking full of holes because of their acid blood. We've got to find a better way. There has to be a better way. So then the fifth Avatar movie is just a infomercial of predators just trying to come up with a better way to invade and take the resources of a planet. And like it's kind of set up like Shark Tank, but it's just a lot of fucking like gigantic fucking yeah fucking
Predator Mark Cuban.
Right yeah but it's actually Mark Cuban, because like game respects game. Like they could kill everybody, but he's fucking Mark Cuban. Like dude's managed to get it out going. You know what I mean? Like so it's a bunch of predators all doing the Mark Cuban thing, where they're all hanging out in t-shirts and cargo shorts. And they're like, what's the ROI on this sort of thing? But it's just a lot of clicking and grunting and stuff like that. So Mark's like, no, I got this. Hang on. And then it's this predators like trying on Snuggies and all sorts of dumb shit. It's not a very good movie, and the ride's terrible, but I fucking love it. It'll be the one that's
entertaining.
It's the Empire of the series is really what it is. It's going to end on a down note.
God. All of that sounds better than whatever they're planning.
Because I have no idea, nor do I give a shit what they're actually planning.
Yeah.
Should we start the show?
Fine. Brandon Chalmers, remind these people who we are.
You know, kids, it's been a long fucking week and it's only Tuesday, but you know that I know that you know that I know that I know that you know that you know that I know that no matter what's going on, no matter what is in front of us, no matter what the weekend may bring other than freedom, maybe a few beverages and the delicious feeling of sunlight upon our skin, we will bask upon and spread our wings like Birdman and enjoy the dulcet tones that are your co-hosts with a mo-host. My name is Brandon Chalmers, and with me today, I have Time Magazine's own Jamie Angry Zen Master Na fucking Gucci here. Now look, kids, what you find yourselves inside your ear holes, in front of your face, on your telephones, on your YouTube screens while you're at work, trying not to make sure that your boss hears me shouting over your headphones, is the fucking Do It Cast, part of the Hard Knock Media podcasting network. Now, when I say Hard Knock Media, I mean NOC as in Nerds of Color. They have so many amazing shows on this podcast network. You owe it to yourself. Nay, you owe it to Jamie. Fuck me, I don't matter, but my co-host deserves your attention, and he wants you to go to the website, and you need to go check out at minimum one other show per week. You hear me? All right. If you don't click at least one other link per week other than ours, We're going to find out, and we're going to put you on our mailing list. Do you want to have me with all my bullshit writing you letters? I've got postcards. I've got letters. I'm fucking ready for it. I'm going to write them up. I'm going to put them together. Okay. I'm going to send them out. You're going to get fan mail. Only it's not fan mail. It's just me ranting about how you disappointed me and your mother about not going to the Hard Knock Media Podcasting Network. Now, God damn it. Go at the very least, do it for your mother. I mean, really? God damn it.
The fucking do it cast. Hashtag do it for your mother.
Do it for your mother. Hasn't she been through enough?
Do it for your mother. That's the name of this episode. Wait, I gotta write that down. Sometimes I say shit and then I forget.
I know. God damn, it has been a week and it is only fucking Tuesday when we record.
Oh my God. Or your...
I should have got another beer before we started this.
Goodness fucking gracious. Brandon Chalmers.
Yep.
It's been a while. What have you been geeking upon?
Nothing, honestly. Like I've been surviving and working and doing chores and all sorts of shit like that. I guess I don't know what fucking company this is. Hang on, let me see whatever the fuck this thing is.
Is that like a metal koozie?
Yeah, it's like a metal koozie. I don't remember what is the thing? Brewmate makes this. Yeah, so I have been recently enjoying the cheap but delicious Miller High Life and was looking for a koozie that works and went to the Bass Pro Shop to go shop for something else. And it turns out there aren't a whole lot of bottle koozies that I could find at the Bass Pro Shop. So what I did is I made sure to find the only one that I could that looked of any sort of quality. And then I bought the girliest one I possibly could. So This is the mermaid pattern. It's fucking delightful.
Look at the
It's been holding up well. Right. Yeah. Look at the gradient. Look at that gradient.
Yeah.
That's just fucking clean. That's just clean. It's clean. little bit of glitter flake in there. I feel fancy when I drink my ship beer. That's.
Does it hold cans?
This one is designed strictly for bottles, and I'm sure I could get cans inside of it. It just probably won't hold down quite so tight. The top is designed specifically, like it's got these like little. There you go. See the ridges in it?
Yeah.
So there are two different ones. There's one that has more like flat ridges for different style bottles. And then it's more specific to be able to hold it in. So this way your stuff isn't like clanging back and forth a little bit. Like there's a little bit of play in there, but it's not anything to like shake the beer up or what have you or anything else like that. But yeah, it's nice. It's worked consistently. It's kept everything nice and chilled. It has definitely helped with some more relaxing evenings and what have you. Like, we could do. I had watched the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan, but I don't want to do a spoiler cast.
I haven't, and
I also don't know if you've seen any of it.
We haven't watched it yet, Audrey. So after Book of Boba Fett / Mandalorian, Audrey was kind of like, I'm okay.
She just checked out of Star Wars.
Yeah, she was like, I liked. She was like, I like what they did with some of Boba Fett, but it seems like they ran out of ideas and they said, oh, let's put the Mandalorian in there. And she was like, well, why don't we just watch the Mandalorian? Like, give us the Mandalorian show. And then she was like, if they do more shit with the Skywalker stuff, I'm out. And I was like, okay, that's fair. Cause
I mean, it's what we've been shouting about for forever. Just I'm a big fan of Obi-Wan. I got no problem jumping in the camp of Obi-Wan's daddy. Like I'm good with that.
He is Ewan McGregor and he is delightful.
So,
but yeah, I'm going to wait for a bit.
Okay.
Like I might wait for it to end and then just binge it all.
Nice. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Like I've been binging stuff, but yeah, Audrey was kind of like, yeah, you don't have to wait for me on that one.
I like you don't have to wait for me. You're like, you know what? She might have a point. Maybe I'll wait.
Yeah, because if I get into it and then I have to wait, then I'm just like,
right. No, I get you.
But if I binge the whole thing, then I can just shove it into my brain. Shove it all into my brain.
So what about you? What are you geeking about?
Just watching stuff.
Made me feel a lot better about not bringing anything to the table. What? Okay, hang on. Do we have a topic for today?
Not really. It was just
okay. So let me ask the question. Right.
Okay.
So, are you somebody who tends to watch the same couple shows over and over again, or have you been working yourself through? Like, if I said, Jamie, in the last month, what have you been binging in the background? Because I'm curious where you and I have some crossover.
So usually I just have YouTube on with like some dumb shit, like podcasts like this, just random people talking about movies they hate, or books that they don't like the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Like there was a subgenre of YouTube would just, and this was before JK turned into be a hateful person, but it was just people very passionate about Harry Potter, really hating this book. And so that fed me for a good month because I love it when someone has a passion for something I do not give a shit about. But so there are two shows that I've watched in the past month. One of them is Severance, which was on Apple TV, I think.
Okay, I heard about this. I didn't watch any of it.
And it's very much in my wheelhouse in terms of like a show about like office stuff, office life.
Okay.
I mean, it's literally they literally sever your work-life balance. So in the undisclosed future, there's a process by which they can split your memories. So every time you go to the office, you exist as a new person. And when you leave the office, that person no longer exists. They don't have those memories. And so you can exist in your outside world and your work self can exist in the work world, and none the twain shall meet, because the person, they call them the innie and the outie. The outie doesn't retain any of the memories of the innie, and the innie doesn't retain any of the memories of the outie. So it's like,
so is the premise of the show where your outie behavior collides with your innie behavior?
Well, they've only done one season so far, and this first season has sort of been like the people on the inside realizing that this existence is bullshit, and they need to figure out like what the fuck is going on. Also, they have no idea what they're working on. So it's like,
okay,
it's like one of those massive things. Like,
gotcha, Soylent Green, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
What am I working on? Well, we don't know. Well, why can't I talk to this other department? Well, you're just not allowed. So it's like all of these corporate office things that like if you work in an office, it's very much reflective of that, but like taken to an extreme.
Okay.
And then on the outside, it's like, well, why did you choose to do this process anyway? And most of the people have been like, look, my life out here is shit. I need 8 hours to forget my life. Everything is terrible. I need to unmake it terrible. But then you exist in this other world, but you don't realize that. So like, I don't know. That was a good mind fuck. And then have you heard of the show Mr. Robot?
Yeah, the Rami Malek. Yeah. I've heard of the show. I heard the first season was super good, and then hadn't heard anything else. And it never snagged me enough to watch it. But like, I thought I remember you being real fucking hot about it when it first came out.
I never saw it. My brother did. Matt.
Okay, that's who it was. Okay.
Yeah, Matt really liked it. So I've been going through all four. It's complete, which is great for me because I like a complete story.
Get that?
So I've been binging that since I've been working on this stuff. And then otherwise it's like Destiny videos and like keyboard videos and
reviews and stuff like that.
Gunpla videos. It's like, it's very stupid. Oh, and guitar reviews. Sometimes a guitar will pop up and I'll be like, maybe
I should waste money on this. This sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. What about you, other than the Star Wars and stuff?
So let's see. It was Star Wars. We recently binged the most recent season of Animal Kingdom, which was a TNT show that was out, had Ellen Barkin in it. Scott Speedman, I think, the guy who played the vampire werewolf guy from the Underworld movies. And then also had the youngest of the nephews, Paulie's son from Peaky Blinders, who's also in that. Right, yeah. So that was really good. The other seasons I think are also on Amazon Prime. If anyone is interested in tearing through that show, I believe there are 5 seasons now on there. It's got a pretty complete story arc up to season 4. I think they were expecting season 4 to be the last one, and now they just started season 5. So it feels a little incomplete, but it was good.
Yeah.
Let's see what else have we been tearing through. The most recent season of Mayans is on FX. We've been tearing through that. That is also really good.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Right, because after the first couple episodes, Kurt Sutter's hands got basically pulled off of the thing, and now it's not such derivative storytelling.
Oh,
and
nice.
Yeah, it's very good.
When you said hands being pulled off, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, they basically they cut him clean to that. Like, I think he's collecting a check for coming up with the original property, but that's about it.
Yeah.
And you can tell the writing just got so much better. It's like episode 5 of the first season or something like that. All of a sudden you're like, oh shit, the writing just got really good. And you're like, oh, that's right, because Kurt Sutter's name isn't on the writing team. And it's like, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
So been tearing through that. We've been watching we're just about through the most recent episode of We Own This City on HBO, which has been super good if you are a Wire fan or a fan of just kind of finally a show taking the police to task about all their bullshit and using Baltimore as a backdrop, because it's a perfect fucking example of police corruption and how it can absolutely infect a city.
That's one that I'm gonna wait till it's all done, because I feel like when I get into there, I'm not gonna want to stop, and if I have to wait, I'm gonna be mad.
We started it not realizing that it wasn't done, and so we got to episode 3, and then it stopped, and I was like, God damn it! But yeah, so that's been super good, and then. I recently, I think I talked about this before. I signed up for Discovery Plus because I am a reality show whore, and I love my racing shows and I love my fishing shows. Ooh. So I get all of Deadliest Catch and I get all of my car racing shows. So all of my Street Outlaws. Right. I also
get the Hillstrand brothers punch each other.
Absolutely. I also get all of Mythbusters along with that too. Aww. I get I think Your Forged in Fire might be on there.
Ooh, they still show that on Netflix. We're still going through the Netflix ones.
So. Right. So, but that's been a really good, when I don't have anything on YouTube that I normally watch or what have you, that has been a cool. There's nothing else going on to the Discovery, because there's so much fucking content on that. They've got a new thing for Street Outlaws where they've got this America's listing where they've got a top 25 and they're racing. Oh, cool. Each episode is 2 fucking hours long.
Nice.
2 hours per episode. Nice. There's 12 episodes, Jamie. And I don't think they're done. It's so much fucking content.
So many cars.
Yeah, it is a ton of content. It is worth every penny of that $5 a month.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's been what we've been tearing through. And then my wife has been tearing through all of SNL on Peacock. It's just background noise. So anytime I'm not in control of the TV, right? It's great background noise, but anytime I'm not in control of the TV, SNL is on in the background and I'm just hearing all these great bits and what have you. So that's been a nice sort of oh, okay, cool. Yeah. All right. I can deal with that.
There's a show on HBO Max, and we were kind of wondering why it was on HBO Max, because it's not that risque. And then it started. We're like, oh, geez. It's called The Great British Throwdown. It's by the same producers who do The Great British Bake Off, but instead of baking, it's pottery. And so it's they have every week they have different challenge, a main challenge, and then sub challenges that are test one skill or test another skill. And,
are they making dildos? Is that what happened?
Well, so they're to make a handle on a mug or a vase or something. They pull it. They have to pull the handle. Right. So you get a big thing of clay. You wet your hands and you just kind of jack it off, and you just pull.
Time to put your daughter to bed. All right.
Yeah. They had one challenge where they had some nude models that they had to sculpt and stuff like that. So we now understand, and there are a lot of sexual jokes throughout the entire thing. Good. It's become our sort of comfort food watch. If we're too stressed out to handle Stranger Things, because this season of Stranger Things is very stressful.
I was going to say I have not watched any of that. I've heard the entrance, the opening credits on that is strong.
It's and every episode so far has been like an hour and 20 or like an hour and 10.
Wow. Okay,
like
so they're getting into it.
Yeah, they have a lot to say, and it's stressful. So instead of stressing out that way, we'll watch these potters make pots and stuff. Because
good.
It's just nice.
No, you need an escape from time to time. That's a good thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's basically it. Other than everything else, like I mean, I think in general things are pretty terrible. So.
Yeah, I think that's why I find myself watching dumb reality TV that I know I have already seen a lot of.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, cool, the drama, like in the dumb racing shows, when somebody goes a tumbling in a vehicle and you're like, holy shit, you hope that they're okay. You realize that, like, I can't remember somebody making a statement of like RIP so-and-so from this show.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that they didn't end up in a fucking wheelchair for a year and a half or whatever it is. So like,
yeah,
there is drama to be had, but it is isolated in such a way that it's like, oh, cool. So this is drama that we don't have to hear about from the Supreme Court. Awesome.
Yes,
awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
It's self-contained.
Everything's okay.
They never talk about anything other than the cars, which is what they should. Because if they did, probably wouldn't like what they say.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All I know is that it is snow crab season 2014. Sig Hansen just got back from a heart attack. Spoiler alert. And everything is okay, we think, but he could end up having another one. So will he go out on the boat or not? This is the world I need. I need to know everything is okay.
Yes.
I need to know that Obama is still president. Like things are just going to make me comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been tough to get in a good headspace to make things, just because it's like, what does it matter?
I couldn't imagine. I feel like I spend more time wanting to just do maintenance and clean and throw things away more than anything else. It's just like, it's too much bullshit. It's too much bullshit. It's got to go. It's too much bullshit.
Yeah. Putting
like work, home, everywhere. I want a Marie Kondo fucking everything. Does it bring me joy? No, nothing brings me joy. I just start throwing everything out the window. Yeah. So I can't ask that kind of question because the answer is no to everything. Just start picking things up.
Yeah. That's why Severance might not be a good show for you to watch.
Well, you know what? Honestly, that won't be a good show for me because I let my Apple TV subscription lapse because I never touched it. I never once. My wife watched Ted Lasso, I think, and I never watched any of it.
I as well have not watched anything else. So.
Right. So like I got it free when I bought something. I can't fucking remember what it was. And I was like, cool. Yeah, I'll try this out. And I never fucking bothered with any of it. And I was like, okay, all right. No, that's not true. I watched the Jon Stewart thing. His weird TV show, super fucking depressing one.
The problem with Jon Stewart.
Yeah. The problem with Jon Stewart is he didn't make enough episodes. So you got to keep my attention. Sorry, kids. So I don't see me watching that anytime soon. Maybe if I end up getting a login from somebody, I will, but I doubt it.
I mean, it's not like. I know people were way high on Ted Lasso and stuff like that.
I've heard Ted Lasso is fucking great. I have no heat on Ted Lasso. I was never in the mood to watch anything that positive. And I was just like, okay, cool. No, this is for everybody else. That is perfectly fine. I'm good with that.
Well, I also don't give a shit about sports, which is why Severance is great for me because like office culture is an interest of mine, even though I'm totally separated from it. But like I was in it for so long, it's just like it's a bug. It's in your head. You can't.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So yeah, stuff is rough.
Yeah, stuff is rough.
Rough.
Cool. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah, let's do it. Brandon, where can people find you?
On Instagram at that guy Chalmers J motherfucking Noguchi. Where can they find you, your wares, your creations, your thoughts, your misgivings?
Instagram, Jamie Noguchi, Twitter, Angry Zen Master, and then wherever fine podcasts are sold.
Yep.
And wherever you're finding this.
Type in Jamie Noguchi into a Google machine near you.
Yeah.
Set Monster Cutie is the homepage to every library computer you can possibly find.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to get my shot back up. That's taken time just because I don't know. I was just like, yeah, I was really motivated for it to happen. And then the Etsy stuff happened. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
No,
nothing is good. So anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, I hope everyone else is having a better time than we are.
Shouldn't be hard.